What do I do?
I haven't shown the scene without this bit, so they would have seen us. Welcome.
Do I press the window?
Yeah, press the window now. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh, welcome, bitches, to another Friday session. That was hilarious.
Oh,
What a cock up. Only we can do that.
No, you can do. Only you can do that.
Yeah. Well, welcome. Sorry for it being a late one. We were in London all day, and not long just got back. We will go over the card from last week before we go into MMA.
Funny's message. What did he say?
Haha, you dickheads. You're welcome. So let's get this show on the road. Why are you laughing?
A very bumpy road.
Ah, the bumpiest.
Oh shit.
Would you want to just go straight into the Ortega fight off that last card? Just how impressive it was.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, well, crack on. You wanted to start with...
Yeah,
you didn't want to do MMA news first. You wanted to change
our
setup.
Change it up and see.
Change it up, yeah, to a winning fucking formula.
I don't know what to say. It was a
Right.
good fight. Ortega looked good.
Did you expect Ortega to win?
Yes, I said that all week, didn't I?
Okay. Did Swanson fight how you thought he was going to fight, and did Ortega's performance impress you more than what you was anticipating and expecting?
No, it went exactly how I said it would. Swanson would win the stand-up.
Even though obviously you didn't see that choke coming, the way he done it, that was impressive. How he locked onto him, readjusted, and then used the fence to push off to pull it in.
What a G.
I said last week on the podcast, or whatever the fuck we call this YouTube show, I don't like Ortega. I don't know why, just something about him I don't like, but watching him...
Not judgmental or anything.
Yeah, I know, I shouldn't be like that, but having watched him last week, fucking hell, he did look good, and what's he now, 12-0? Or 11-0? I think he's moved up to 12-0 now.
Yeah, I'd say 12-0.
He did look good, and it's now, looking ahead, what is it, featherweight, isn't it?
Yeah, featherweight.
So looking ahead now, who is there that's going to stop him? If anyone. Or is he going to climb to the belt?
I think he ain't he's good, but it's at least...
Alright, does he beat Khabib?
Khabib Nurmagomedov? What are you on about? That's lightweight.
Yeah, just testing you. We are late.
You're a twat.
I'm just making sure I ain't got me ball patch on the side of my head this week.
No, anyway, I'm saying...
No, featherweight. So Holloway. Does he beat Holloway?
No.
Does he beat Aldo?
No.
Does he beat Edgar?
I'd say he could beat Lamas, yes.
I said Edgar.
Edgar, no.
So...
Well, he could obviously... he could beat anyone, because submissions, you could say...
Well, he wins every fight submission as well, by the look of it.
Edgar, on the ground, wrestling, he's a bit
interesting ground battle.
Yeah, the way Edgar is though, he just pushes it out, I think, guillotine. But yeah, I would say Edgar to win that.
So you're saying the best Ortega could possibly climb to is, if he's lucky, top 5, if he's lucky?
No, well, if he improves his stand-up, which he has been doing, yeah.
I don't know what that hand gesture meant, but yeah.
You dickhead, keep moving your hands.
They're in my pocket, mate.
No, I see you doing that. No, but yeah. If he improves his stand-up, he could be a good fighter. But his stand-up ain't enough at the moment for me, I wouldn't say. So
you're saying that he's going to hover in the top 10 for the minute? Until he's young anyway. He's young anyway, so
but yeah,
he's got it all to come.
Ground game's good. Swanson, I said, would win the stand-up.
Has he got
better on the ground?
Has he got the best ground game in that division? So you say he doesn't beat Holloway. Yeah. If he got Holloway to the ground...
It depends what you mean ground game, because wrestling, I'd say Edgar in that division.
Okay.
But...
Told you.
Oh, idiot. I'd say wrestling for Edgar, but jiu-jitsu, he's got to be up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where does Swanson go from here?
Well, does he sign a new contract with the UFC yet? First.
Was that his last fight on the contract, do you know? It was. So it's now a negotiation table and see where it goes.
Dana White came out after the fight and said, someone said, like, would you sign him again, whatever. He's like, I'll just do a deal to make him happy or whatever. So it sounds like he's going to get the deal he wants.
Oh, okay. Co-main?
Oh, Jason Knight. Don't know.
let us down, our boy.
It's a bit of
shout out Jason Knight, our boy let us down.
Weird.
You're welcome.
I don't know. He's a bit. I think after that first point deducted in the first round, I think he just tried rushing it and.
Yeah, I didn't get to see their fight actually.
After he's rushing it, I just thought, the way he's going in, the other mate just had to just stay cool, calm, and collected. Because busted really.
I'd never heard of that. I'd never heard of that Gabriel Benitez either.
He's had some big fights.
Benitez.
Yeah, I think he's fought
Jason Knight.
Yeah, Jason Knight. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I think he's fought. I might be wrong. I thought he. I'm gonna say fuck it. Clay Guida maybe. I thought he might have fought.
Okay.
Something like that. He's had a few names, you know.
I think it's all about the floor dab king.
Oh, Sterling.
It was a skanky leg dab. Because he had that that was a hell of a knockout. I know it wasn't intentional, but wow. That chin.
Though, isn't it?
Yeah, because obviously he was going down as matey was coming up.
Yeah, but like he said,
or
said he was going for a kick and just a knee went up. And
yeah, so he'd not even got to a point of extending his fucking leg out. But Christ,
all my bet went down.
I've never seen someone drop like that where he was almost stiff from impact straight away.
And he wasn't it? But Overeem was proper.
Yeah, no, but he was like, it was just like an action figure that got bent in that position, dropped, and then it was almost like he was still with us because he sort of just dropped his head in and went, I may have lost, but I'm going out looking cool, and done a little an Aljamain dab. We need to think of a name for it. The floor dab or
KO dab. I don't know.
The KO dab. Co-dab.
Alright, let's get on with it. We don't want to hear you talking shit.
Yeah, so obviously that's a bit of a backward step for Jermaine Sterling. Aljamain. You had Erick Anders versus Marcus Perez.
Anders, yeah, one great fight.
No, it weren't. Holtzman versus Horcher.
I actually didn't see that one.
Okay.
Did you see it?
Great research. I've watched it in fast forward mode.
Alright, go on, what happened?
So I see more than you.
Yeah, tell us that.
It was a lot of ground, a lot on the ground. That's why I fast forwarded it. Yeah, that's all I can do. Benito Lopez and Albert Morales.
Oh, what a first round. Is that fight, yeah? That is that fight.
Oh, that's the Golden Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great first round.
Fucking hell.
The fucking dropped him, then he come flying back with a flying knee, and then he got another flying knee.
He said that fight was better than Yancey against Oliveira. The first round was good. The second, third.
Yeah, but I said that after watching 30 seconds of it. I rung you up and went, get down here and watch it. It's better than Medeiros fucking Oliveira. Yeah. And then it was literally the moment I pressed play, from then on it sort of died on me.
That's what you do. Kill things.
And then in the undercard you had Alexis Davis versus Liz Carmach. I tell you what.
You said Liz won that, didn't
you? I think she did. Because that bird had a fucking goonie eye.
Yeah.
Hey you guys! She had an absolute monster of an eye. She had like a third eye. It was incredibly massive. And they say it goes, damn it. I'm sure one of the highest three things that they judge on is damage is one of them.
Yeah, because it came in after the Hendo fight, didn't it, against Bisping?
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking a bit late. Fight too late. No. But I'm sure it's damage, control.
No, that ain't top. Damage ain't top.
What's the first one then?
I thought it'd be like strikes.
So strikes, damage, control. I know what's control's in there.
Yeah, that's the last.
Yeah, and damage. And it's like, damage, she's got a fucking wonky eye.
To be fair, I looked online, like YouTube videos. And
online. She looked online and down the street. Her eyes were that bad. One went to the shop and one was coming back with change.
There's 3 eyes.
And the other one was just chilling.
No, yeah, and a few people said that Liz won, but obviously, again.
Definitely, she definitely won. She was forcing the fight onto her. That bird was just hanging on, like by an eye of a thread.
I'm not having that. That's fucking shit.
It's normally a thread of a needle, but I want to get eye in there. I'm a bit gutted that I didn't get that right joke in there. But anyway, then you had the Asian sensation defeating Luke Saunders, and he had a good first round. But I think again, that card last week was a lot of either mistakes or just unlucky for where they were going to do something, got caught before they could actually.
The only time ever I lost all my bet every fight I went down.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up anyway. Don't worry. I was going to fucking throw you straight in the deep end.
Before you take it on the chin.
Bet King, fucking.
Bet King. How many bets have you got right?
How many have you won?
3.
None, because you've never bet on them.
Oh, I'm not old enough. I said that. In a few days I will be, but.
Yeah, well. Yeah,
Wait, you didn't answer my question. How many bets have you won?
None.
How many have I won?
None.
No, well,
2. Yeah, you've had 2
3. You had the first one came in, but you made me pick
piss off.
A knockout on that.
Piss off.
And if I didn't do
piss
that,
off.
I won.
Alex Perez versus Cole John D. Thomas. That was a Darcy choke. That one.
What one?
Alex Perez defeats that Cole's John D. Thomas. Then I had my matey Marab, who was off of Dana White looking for a fight, which he trains with Sarah Longo Gym. And I thought that could have gone either way. I had him to win that on the split, and he lost on the split. I thought he'd done alright. He gassed a little bit at the end, but I actually thought he was the better fighter. And then you had Alejandro Perez. I didn't even know this because I had Alcantara on my bet, and he lost.
Oh, no, I see that.
I didn't see that. And then you had the other 2, Davos Ramos versus Chris Grutzumaka, and Trevin Giles versus Antonio Braganetto. So my Alcantara lost, Merab lost, Saunders I think I had lost, Holtzman was my only one that come through.
So 1 out of 4.
It's better than your none out of 3. So yeah, apologies for last week's bets, but fuck yeah, you should have been on the weeks before and the week before that.
Not for yours.
No, I'm on about but yours. They would have had some money.
Yeah.
I'm not just touting mine, mate. I'm touting yours as well.
Alright.
So yeah, it was a pretty good card considering there weren't too many big fights on there. There was some good good knockouts and chokes and stuff like that. So I think this weekend's card, there's a lot more bigger fighters on it before the week off, and then you've got the end of year show, which will be home Cyborg.
For me, that's a bit of a disappointing card, really.
Yeah, I've not seen it all, and we're not going to discuss it because that's 2 weeks away. Let's go on to our regular feature. So I'll hand you over to my co-host. MMA news. Ronaldo.
Oh, shit. Right, Machida is headlining a fight against Anders, who won last week.
Okay, obviously next year.
Yeah. Obviously.
Do we know where, when, how, who? Well, we know the who.
Fight night. I've got something written down, but I'm not sure it's it.
What's that? Bellum. That's in Brazil, I think.
I thought it was in Brazil, but I'm not 100% sure.
Was it Bellum?
Yeah.
Is that definitely what you saw written down?
Yeah, that's what I'm 100%.
You not just put some letters together to make a word?
Nah.
Alright,
February the 3rd. But
cancel.
I'm not 100% sure. That's right. And then
Bellum is
Brazil. I think it is Brazil because Machida.
Portuguese word. Right, I should have opened up on Google with where's Bellum, not just put Bellum. I might as well just typed in Bell End. Where is? I might have got somewhere a bit quicker. Where is Bellum? It's in the sweet old state of Brazil. Yeah, it's in Brazil.
Yeah. All right.
Thought it was.
And then Hunt Blades has been added to.
Fucking hell, it's right over that side. Yeah, sorry.
Hunt Blades. UFC
Hunt, Mark Hunt versus Curtis Blades. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
221. Is that Jan or Feb?
21 is February the 10th.
So that's the Ozdemir Cormier.
No, that's Whittaker Rocco.
Oh, Whittaker Rocco. Right. Okay.
Or is it again Perth?
Oh yeah, in Oz. Yeah. Well,
So
yeah.
Hunt's,
I called that last week. I said Hunt would probably be on it.
But
I did call that.
After all that shit that happened with him, we spoke about last week.
Yeah.
He's got a fight now. What do you think happens?
How do you mean?
How does the fight go down, you dickhead? What do you think happens? What? I can't put that question any simpler.
How do you think the fight goes?
What do you think happened? Same shit.
I'd like to think Hunt bangs him out.
That's what I was thinking, but Blades is a younger man, isn't he? So
Doesn't matter.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'd like to think Hunt wins that for me.
Yeah. So.
Because but then he hasn't fought in a while, and obviously, thing is with Hunt, I like him. He's old school. He's pretty much doesn't cheat like a few of the others.
Doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, he's fighting in his obviously, even though he's from New Zealand, I think, or Samoan. So I think it's Super Samoan, but obviously that's nearer New Zealand. Just to sort of worm out my way out of that hole. Yeah, I think he just comes with a lot of shit. I think he gets a lot of grief off the UFC, and he's forever, whenever he finishes a fight or gets into a fight, or there's always something happens. Always something going around, whether it's contract, money. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll still go with Hunt, but you just never know what he's going to bring with you.
He's got a big fan base, isn't he?
Yeah, it's massive over there.
I don't think he's as big as...
Him and Whittaker on one card, that's going to be an absolute... That was sell out, yeah. People on that card, people will be clamouring to get on that card because it's a number for a start, and if they're part of the pay-per-view points, if you're sort of like a 6-7 fighting someone a little bit lower, like a 5, they'll jump on it because the money they'll pull in on a pay-per-view if they're on that.
They don't get pay-per-view, dickhead.
Who don't?
Like, main card, only the main event, the champ.
Oh no, I thought no.
Yeah.
No.
Well, everyone gets a bit.
No. It depends. Like, if you, there's certain fighters get it. Yeah, certain fighters do get it because they were saying, what was the?
I thought it was
when I tell you what, it might be, but
well, it is.
No, I will do, but yeah, because they were saying one of the last numbered fights, they were saying about I remember hearing a thing and they were going, it'll be glad he's on this card because there's so many big fighters on it, it'll bump up the pay-per-view points. And I was like, right, fucking hell, yeah, it makes sense.
I thought the whole point of it is you're a champ, you get extra money. That's your bonus, you're getting extra money for getting pay-per-view. That's why Bisping wanted that GSP fight because he's getting more money for the
pay-per-view. But then GSP gets a cut.
Yeah, I imagine so.
So he ain't champ.
Oh, well.
You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, maybe the champions get it, but whoever the opponent is gets it. So that's what I'm saying. So you'll have a lot more people. So if a champion calls out someone, or they put it, you got a lot more people going to say yes if they're on the pay-per-view thingy.
I thought it was in the contract though.
Well, I'll have to have a look. But right, so Hunt Blades, UFC 221.
Usman beat Meek.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be at UFC 219, but some visa issues delayed it. And they couldn't get the fight, so now they've moved it to UFC 220. That's Cannonier. Wasn't it? Yeah. Well, Miocic and Galore now, isn't it? But
pay-per-view points.
What do you think?
UFC.
Usman's a solid fighter. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
Meek.
I've heard of Meek. I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him fight.
Is he the one that got the Viking beard?
I think so. Yeah.
He's got like weird hair, and did he fight in like Scotland or something like that?
Might have done.
He's like a proper Scandinavian, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's something to do with his nickname Viking or some shit. But Usman's. I've never seen Meek, but Usman's fucking decent. No, he's like no one really wants to fight him. That's what it seems like.
Right, pay-per-view points.
Why on Sherdog?
No, it's just that's what it took me to. See, look, it says each pay-per-view gets 3 points for each decision, 5 for each sub, and 7 for each knockout on the card. All points are added and multiplied by 30k, which is then divided between the main and co-main eventers. So, but then all main events on a number card are normally a belt fight, yeah?
Well, not all. There's normally
so there must be pay-per-view points to... it's normally not champions, it's main event and co-main.
Yeah, but what about the third fight then?
If it's a champion, then they would have got it because they're a champion maybe, yeah. So it's probably champions and main eventers and co-main eventers get it. Because I remember someone saying, if they get on that card, when you got John Jones Cormier, it was that card. They were going John Jones Cormier, they were going anyone on that card, you want to be on that card because they're going to pull in loads of pay-per-view points because everyone wants to see a fight. So if you get co-main and the third one, you're going to cash it in even if
McGregor's card, you're going to
like people will clamour to get on McGregor's card. At the same, if you're the top boys, people want to get on your card because they're going to get pay-per-view points off your back.
Don't know that.
Yeah, something like that. I'm sure of it. Have a search up when you get time.
And UFC flyweight at UFC Belém, whatever it's called.
Belém.
Yeah, Shevchenko beat Cachoeira. Is that how you say it?
Can we get a repeat on that?
Cachoeira.
Again?
You dickhead. What is it then?
Cachoeira.
Oh, a minute ago you said Cachoeira.
No, it's Cachoeira, yeah.
A repeat on that, please.
Cachoeira.
Alright.
Versus Shevchenko.
Here, man. What are you talking about? Yeah, so a flyweight bout.
Yep.
I imagine the winner gets one of the belt fights.
So where's that bird ranked that she's fighting?
She's first fight in UFC under 3 years.
So it's a debut.
Yeah.
Her debute's against Shevchenko.
Yeah, I feel sorry for her.
God, you might as well just stick your head in the fucking guillotine.
Yeah, but if you win.
Yeah, that if.
Yeah, no,
if is a big word.
It's a big if.
If's a big word for 2 letters.
Great.
A little bit of knowledge.
Oh, that's so shit. But
I would not take that first fight. Fucking take your hat off to her because it's in Brazil.
Yeah, she's undefeated.
I don't give a shit. Shevchenko's a machine. She is a bullet for the reason.
See, me,
one shot, 1 kill.
Alright, yeah, probably. But I thought she won that Nunes fight by a round.
Yeah, I did. I like Shevchenko. I like her a lot.
But yeah, she's sick. In my eyes, this sounds crazy, but she's one of the best pound-for-pound female fighters.
Yeah, she's wicked, mate.
I think she won that fight. So who could you put up there? You put most people put Cyborg number 1. Yeah, I think you got to put Shevchenko in the top 5.
Who?
Shevchenko.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I had it right.
Where do you think she is? Do you think she's one of the top girls?
Yeah. I like her. Now I've got to see her a bit more. I used to like Nunes. Obviously, when she took out Rousey and Tate and that.
Wait, listen. Before we go anywhere else, I said Nunes when she beat.
We're not going anywhere else.
When Nunes had to beat Shevchenko, yeah, I said she would beat Tate for that.
Yeah. You did. Because she was underdog as well.
And I said Shevchenko would beat home. I called it. Then Then I said Shevchenko would beat Nunes, and in my eyes, that happened. So.
Yeah, I just think.
She's fucking just. What has she not got? Ground game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And I love the fact that she travels the globe. She's never in one place.
She's got Rocky, isn't she?
No, she's not. But
I know she's better.
She never stays. She's always evolving and goes anywhere to learn any form. She is a true martial artist. Yeah. She learns all aspects of it.
Her kickboxing record's crazy.
Yeah, I remember you saying because her sister's supposed to be pretty good as well.
Her sister's good, yeah.
Still not been signed up by UFC though.
Not yet. I think she will.
Maybe a matter of time. If Shevchenko's there, she's always with her anyway, isn't she? In her corner, isn't she?
I think
big
she's
kickboxing.
Quite tall and that. Like she might be quite big.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. She could even be a featherweight. Here we go, the first one of the night.
Yeah, well, it's fucking nearly 12.
I'll wait for her to get signed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shevchenko.
Is she married or is she under the Shevchenko name as well? Because if she's married, it'll be a different name.
It's Shevchenko.
So you could have 2 Shevchenkos.
Yeah.
Be like the new Glitchkos. The Shevchenkos.
But yeah, she
bit better looking.
Can I talk?
Just. It's horrible, isn't it, when someone keeps jumping in when you're trying to speak.
No, you're still.
And making you sort of forget stuff and. Yeah, crack on. But it's fucking annoying, isn't it? Yeah, go on.
Well, so I'm gonna walk out in a minute.
Yeah, you ain't got the fucking minerals.
No, I'm quite confident.
No, go on. So you're saying.
The best stand-up fighter in that division was Home. She beat her, and then the next fight she fought the best ground game. Penna, she tapped her out, so she beat.
Yeah, I remember because I had Penna to win that.
I had Shevchenko.
Yeah, I remember. I had Penna, and then you were like, "What are you talking about?" And she literally smashed her, didn't she? She got her out quite quick, and everyone was saying that was almost a proper rub in her face because she shouldn't be doing that to a submission specialist. She literally rolled in and went, "That's us done. See you later."
She's just deadly, man. How do you beat the 2 best at the ground game stand-up? She beats them. She outpointed Home as well. Like she was doing Home no problem. But yeah, that's that fight. Don't fucking yawn again.
No, I didn't. I just sucked up some air from my nose.
No, not because you'll make me yawn now, you dickhead. You can read that one out. I'm joking. Nah. Apparently, Castellum, according to Yoel Romero's manager, Castellum.
That's Milky
or
something.
Don't give a fuck.
All right. Apologies.
And Castellum turned down a fight with Yoel Romero.
Oh really?
According to Romero's manager.
Yeah, but he's a bit of a yeah. Their manager, he's just a bit of a. He's like the agent for Lukaku. Dodgy. I can't believe I've even mentioned him again. Let's go, carry on.
Anyway, why do you think he turned him down? Or do you believe it? Or?
I think Romero would probably be a lot stronger than most that he fights in that division.
Only for the first 2-3 rounds, and he gasses.
Yeah. But can he, even though they're fighting under the same weight, obviously once they clear that weight, the difference in weight then will be fucking massive, I think. And the thing I think Romero's a lot bigger than.
Yeah, no,
I bet you he comes in. I bet you he comes in over a light heavy.
Nah. That's a lot to put on overnight. What, 185 to over 205?
Yeah, £20.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
They take weeks to burn that off.
Yeah, but you think how heavy a pint of water is, and they're drinking water constantly to rehydrate.
Yeah.
They can only piss so much.
Alright.
I just think. Yeah, but you look at how big Romero is. He's a fucking unit.
Romero's heavy. I think you're gonna fight now.
If he's laying on you, and he's actually a wrestler. If he's laying on you,
he's wrestling.
Even for 2 rounds, and you're getting away with it. I like I'm not with the shoe on it.
You're doing it.
You fucking done it.
But you started it. But I think Gastelum turned it down because he thought he was getting a title fight. He started moaning about Rockhold getting it when he's knocked out 2 of the guys. Rockhold got knocked out by or something like that. He came on to it today. Yeah, but then whoever wins, if Rockhold was to win, Gastelum's got his shot then. I think it's hard to back against Gastelum, to be honest. The way he's looked the last few fights, his stand-up's fucking decent. He's got power.
He is good, but he fucking always cuts it fine with the weight cuts. That's the only thing.
Yeah, how the
That's what I mean. He's fucking just about making middle, and he's like, "What, you're a welterweight?" You know.
Soon you're going like heavier, and any of it.
So you're saying, "Oh yeah, that's a point." You're saying, "Oh, you can't put on that much that quick." Obviously, he can. He's a fucking eating machine. But yeah, that would have been an interesting fight. He was already. But Romero, I'll tell you, he'll go for Brisbane now.
I think that should headline UFC London.
Oh mate, that'd be wicked. I'd even yawn, and you're going.
No, like trying to. You're not doing this.
Yeah,
yawning.
Yeah,
but your fucking eyes. Your eyes are watering. Yeah, you yawn. Don't lie.
I know that, but I'm doing that, and you're almost.
If I can hear it.
No, but I looked at you. Right, listen. I've done that to sort of hide it, and I see your mouth like trying to look through my hood, going like you're trying to yawn with me. Like I know it's not there, but and you're doing this weird teeth thing, like.
Yeah, because I just see it happening.
It's like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Anyway. The last one left. Mayweather has apparently been offered 3 or 4 fight contract for UFC.
Oh, piss off!
In the Octagon to make over £1 billion.
Piss off!
He says he's interested.
Fucking course he is, because he's money.
Yeah, exactly.
He will get smashed up.
Yeah, but do you think it ruins his legacy? For boxing, I don't.
I think he ruined it by fighting McGregor, because he's now got 50 with an asterisk. It should be, but it isn't. He's beaten the fucking biggest world amateur to break the all-time record of undefeated record. It's bullshit. He's tainted that. For the last 10 Mayweather fights, people have hated on him because he's gone out there and basically gone, I'm the greatest defensive boxer there is. Boxing, you don't go and watch boxing for people just to stand there and go dodging and not throw. You go there to go, right, who the fuck's got the best punch? Who's going to get the fucking shit knocked out of him?
Yeah.
And it's like you don't watch football for 2 teams just to stand in their own half and go, we're the best defensive team. We're the best defensive teams out there.
Hoop it over.
Yeah, don't even pass it. Just like, hey, just pass it around in their own half. Like, hey, man.
Sounds like United.
Well, yeah, don't. But any sport, the reason you cheer on the best, or that's why a lot of the time people go for the underdog, because the underdog has got nothing to lose and just goes, right, I'm going all guns blazing. Here we go.
Yeah.
Not fucking like that Pacquiao fight. I never watched it, but apparently the people I did speak to were like, Pacquiao was basically running after him, and Mayweather was just running away.
I'll stay after that. But also, he's younger, so I didn't know as much. But I was only about 12. But yeah, when I was watching it,
it wasn't that fucking long ago.
It fucking was.
Well, no, I went to Japan. It was only going to be last 3 or 4 years.
Search it up. I'm saying 2012. Search it.
No, I'll do it later.
Alright.
No, I think it doesn't ruin his legacy in boxing, because I think he's ruined that himself.
No.
And I think who's he beat? Because anyone that goes, if you get the fucking shot and they go, right, who wants to fight Mayweather's first fucking year? Everyone's going to want to take it, that whatever weight he comes in at, right? And the first thing they're going is they're shooting for a takedown.
Yeah, 100%.
And what's he going to do?
CM Punk.
Yeah, fucking worse.
Yeah, but
and then what? He's going to just...
To be fair...
Thing is, with Mayweather, he's the sort of fucker that would go in, get a takedown, and just tap out and go... And then get on the mic and go, I still got paid, bitches. Where's the easy... Fuck off.
Yeah.
Get out of the fucking octagon, you cunt.
So what did he fight McGregor at, 154?
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
So he'd...
And he's got brittle hands, they say. Even in a boxing fight, his hands break that quick.
Not with them gloves that are only 4 ounces as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But...
Snap, crackle and pop, baby.
Who you put him against? Lightweight.
I'll
throw him with Alvarez.
I'll go fucking an unknown. Just to mug him off.
Yeah.
And just go, you've got nothing. I wouldn't even entertain any of the top 20.
Yeah, but it's about money. Whoever he fights is going to bring money. That UFC wants to bring money. You want to see him Gaethje?
Yeah.
For me, Gaethje gets beat.
No way.
No, stand-up he does. No problem. His stand-up ain't all that. But, yeah, it's grounding, like you say. His wrestling's too much.
Whoa. You've automatically gone, because Gaethje's thrown loads of punches against that. Leg kicks, mate.
Oh, yeah, no. I get what you're saying.
With his skinny chicken legs, they'll be in a KFC bucket in no time.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
He'll take them legs clean off.
Yeah, knees and shit as well, innit?
Yeah.
Elbows.
Yeah, he might. All this dodging.
Can't check a leg kick, though.
Yeah. What are you dodging them for? He's kicking your fucking knees. Oh, shit, yeah. No way. Mayweather, get off that. He's a joke. Get off it. Let's get on the next one.
Anyway, Mayweather...
he's a joker. He's fucking joker.
Edgar is looking to fight Holloway in March or April.
So what was originally supposed to be fought is now being rearranged for when? March
or April.
So what's the injury? Has he had surgery or something? Is that why it's that late, or that's just when they can fit it in?
I'm not sure. I don't know if it...
I think it was shoulder. I remember reading shoulder.
I'm not sure, but... Yeah, so that's the fight to make now.
Yeah, I think for Holloway, he's just dismantling. He just dismantled.
Do you think they should do that at UFC? Why? Do you think they should do it?
They can't anyway at the minute, because they've got the only arena they've got is open roof, and they can't risk it with all the wiring on it. If it suddenly, and the thing is, I think it's very much like tropical, so it's a case of a rain cloud could come out of nowhere and just go. They need to build it. It's down to Holloway and that lot to get some sort of sponsorship or even pay for it themselves to get a roof on it. And then once they get a roof on it, they'll definitely have one. Yeah,
but they're saying do every fight, Hawaii, a person from Hawaii, beat like the rest of the world. So, but I don't. The fights that you've got, so you'd have Travis Brown and that, but for me, that's not a good card. Your Holloway at top, yeah, you got Yancey, a good fight, whoever he's against, them two.
And then you're left with Penn and a few people like that.
Yeah, like BJ Penn, he's past it. Travis Brown, past it. He's getting knocked out every time. You got fucking the next big one. That's probably the most popular now. Fucking, well, not popular, but is that Rachel, the one who won on that Ultimate Fighter?
Oh, Ostrowicz.
Yeah.
Oh, is she off Hawaiian?
Yeah, she's probably the next like decent one that people actually want to see. That could be on the main card, really. The others,
I'm sure it's someone else.
Yeah,
in the flyweight.
What?
I remember someone else saying about.
Yeah, I think I know.
Not Ben Nagoyan.
No.
Someone like that, because I remember they're like Hawaii, baby. I'll tell you what it is, that the one that I didn't expect to win, and he got knocked out by Bektic. Not Rolando D, is it? I think he might be him.
No, that one Bektic. That was Chirico, he fought last, but Bektic fought that Duran or whatever. Duran. We watched it live, didn't we? That made you live.
Yeah, I think he's Hawaiian.
Yeah, he's Hawaiian.
Yeah, because I remember him saying about it. I think because he won his last fight. If I remember rightly, and I didn't think he'd win.
Yeah. I think didn't he fight like UFC Singapore or some shit?
Yeah.
One memory.
Right, yeah. Next bit of news.
GSP is considering retirement. That's a joke, isn't it? What the fuck? Come back to get a belt to fuck off.
Well, I'm glad he done it against Brisbane because he's a twat. But
yeah, but what's the point of coming back? So he's signed in his contract. He said, or he had a 3 or 4 fight contract or whatever. And Dana White said he wants him to defend the middleweight title.
Say again.
He wants him to defend the middleweight title.
Yeah,
and then he's left it, so straight away he's left it, and now he's thinking of not even finishing the deal. So that's harsh if he does do that.
What? No, I just thought I'd see the old forehead, ball patch, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just, if he retires, like, that's annoying. He might as well go. If I'm him, I'm going for the...
He should never have come in anyway. I think a lot of people called that, but the UFC is very much about the money at the minute. They're desperate to scratch money.
Well, McGregor's gone pretty much good already, so Rousey's good.
Well, I was going to bring up that you said about Rousey is close to on the...
Well, apparently WWE.
WWE. What, Divas or whatever they call it. Must be.
I don't know anything about WWE.
I'll tell you now, if she goes in that, they'll make her champion in it anyway, just because of her name.
Well, Cyborg's coming out saying I'll fight her in it. But it's obviously faking it, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, easy there. Don't go saying shit like that, mate. Not on the podcast. There'll be a lot of Americans watching this because of the time. Apologies for that rant.
I've never watched it. I've heard it's fake. I don't like it.
They all say they're professional athletes, mate, however you know.
Oh, CM Punk, you've seen it. He's on there. What was he, champ one time?
All I'm saying is welcome to the jungle.
All I'm saying is...
Can you smell what the Rock's cooking?
I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah, it's what I used to say, The Rock. You know The Rock is? Dwayne Johnson. Welcome to the jungle.
Cain Velasquez, let's see who wins.
Oh.
Velasquez kills him. Don't even try and... Oh my god.
No, he would, yeah, I didn't say he wouldn't.
No, you were sitting there thinking about it. Like...
He knocked the shit out of Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
And Brock Lesnar come from there. And he's an absolute animal.
CM Punk was a 1 or 2 time champion on WWE, I think. He got fucked up by Mickey Gall, who's now just been fucked up by Randy Brown. So, yeah,
right.
That means shit.
Right, yeah, so go on.
Cormier says Velasquez is training.
Yeah, I'm glad about that.
Again.
Just, I know you were saying as well in the week that they want to sort of take it a bit slow just to make sure that he is got what he's fit. I reckon New Year. I reckon you look at, it'll be 222 or something like that, 223. I reckon he'll be back.
Not that early.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I'll say, what was it? 221,
222?
No, 221's the latest one.
That's fair.
I'll say like 225. Maybe later.
Well, I hope it is, because then I'll be back, and then I can get a ticket and I'll be out there.
He's been training, because he said he's took...
Brothers Talk Sports.
Go live.
Go live from Mexico. He won't find Mexico, not of altitude.
He'll find America.
Yeah, it's no good to me, mate.
But, anyway, so... Yeah, he's apparently taking a lot more time off, doing things properly this time to try and keep him a longer run.
If anyone wants to jump out of our podcast, the UFC.
What are you saying?
I'm not joking.
He's not joking. Yeah, fuck it, leave.
The weigh-ins are live, people.
Yeah,
weigh-ins are live. No, but you don't want to watch the weigh-ins in the first night. You only want to watch the last 5 minutes.
Perry.
Yeah, we'll get it on in a minute.
But yeah, so that's a good thing. Velasquez.
Yeah, I'm glad he's back. But obviously, Miocic is obviously pretty much signed up to fight Ngannou. So
I was watching a bit of Miocic earlier, and I think I'm like not taking him out of the fight against Ngannou, but he's got more of a chance than I'm saying.
Who, Miocic?
Yeah. I knew he had a chance. He has. It's a good fight.
Yeah.
But I think I was going a bit mad. Don't get me wrong. Ngannou could get him out in the first round, but Miocic.
Oh yeah, if you go in overconfident, he'll rock your chin and good night.
Yeah. I will talk about it nearer the time anyway. But yeah, that's all the news today.
All right. Well, cheers for the MMA news segment.
Fucking hell. The last 2 weeks. We'll carry on. Yeah,
well, it happens. Next week's won't be an absolute belter.
Oh, because it's 2 weeks off, innit?
So there won't be any. So Friday's the 23rd, 22nd. Fuck it, we will do one next week. We'll find.
What are we going to talk about?
We'll talk about the rankings. We'll go through a few of the rankings, up and comers and shit.
I say, if we're going to do one, talk about something different. Because you have to leave it a few, let stuff build up, so we can have a longer one on.
We'll do some sort of podcast show thing. I don't know what yet, but we'll think of something, and then we'll post it up ready. Right, going into this week's card. So the last card before the big main event at the end of the year. Lawler and Dos Anjos is the main one, with Perry and Santiago.
Ponzinibbio.
Bingo! You fucking nailed it. Fair play. Because you've heard it being said so many times probably in the week.
Fucking research this shit. Only that one.
He actually went on Google. You know, you get the speaking thing, and he typed it in, and it went Ponzinibbio. And he kept hitting it, and he was like, Ponzinibbio, Ponzinibbio. And it was like, because the first time I said to him, I goes, who's Perry fighting that Sandy? He went, Ponzinibbio. I went, who? And he actually said it like the robot. He went, Ponzinibbio.
You talk so much shit.
Prove it.
You talk
Prove it.
so much shit.
Anyway, right, let's get to the card.
He's the only fighter I researched this week. He's actually the one I've watched. Anyway.
Who? Ponzinibbio? Oh.
Ponzinibbio.
Right, so let's go through the early prelims.
Great fight.
Nordine Taleb versus Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts from England against France. Oh, come on, England, all day long. Come on.
Taleb's alright though.
Yeah, I've got history, mate.
But yeah, they both had different fights. But now,
well done.
Yeah, because they're both their opponents pulled out.
Yeah, I remember you saying about this. Yeah.
So, and it's a better fight than they had originally. So
both of them had a wicked.
Fight, so.
Oh, that's good then. We see Danny Roberts live, didn't we?
Perry, great.
Oh, it was Perry. Oh, I'll tell you what then.
Roberts,
he's got a chin on him.
I've got Roberts.
Yeah. Even though he got fucking done in the end.
Throw some as well, man. Who's that?
I don't know. I can't.
But
yeah, go on, keep talking.
Yeah, Danny Roberts. Like, I think.
Oh, shout out there! Lots of support from Oz. Cheers. What's his? Santosh.
Why don't you go closer?
No, I can see it. Santosh. Cheers for that, mate. We do need more viewers. You're right. But shout out to the Aussie brothers. I know a few Aussies when I went travelling.
Oh, we don't need your stories now. Let's get on with it.
They're from Canberra. Woo!
Fuck's sake, you had to get that in, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
But yeah, Danny Roberts, if he fought anyone the way he fought like Mike Perry, because he had that chin, look, he's trying to be professional now.
No,
Mike
mate.
Perry had that chin though, didn't he? We were sitting there like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, because it was just end to end.
He looked good.
Yeah, he did.
He came off a knockout loss.
And especially for how Perry's knockout is, but obviously who he has finished down the line, for him to last as long as he did, because they were literally just almost putting their chin out on the line and going, right, you hit me, no, I hit you, you hit me.
That's what I'm saying. If he fought someone else, not Perry because of his chin, but he fought someone else,
he would have won.
He'd have fucking
So who do you go with this then?
I'm going Roberts. Taleb's good though. I've seen him fight. He's a fucking good fighter.
Well, they both got good records, so.
But yeah, I'm going Roberts.
Come down under for the Perth event. I'd love to. I'd love to go down to Oz. I've been to New Zealand, but that'll be.
I'd like to go to Australia. I just don't like snakes.
They're not just crawling around everywhere. Yeah, they're about, but wow, that's New Year, isn't it?
Look at you, because your only fan said something. Let's go. I might go over.
The old Big Bang.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm up for it.
No, I want to do one abroad anyway. We were going to do the Brazil one, but obviously
we'll bring him in.
Bring him in, the sound technician.
Anyway.
The next fight is Jordan Mean versus Erick Silva. So.
Erick Silva, he was supposed to be when he first came on the scene.
I've seen him fight. I know.
He got knocked out by Yancey, 212 by
okay.
First fight. But yeah, Erick Silva was supposed to sound quite like a big net. He's coming across like some big star, gonna be future star. He's fucked up.
Yeah, he's fucked up. I have seen that Silva, yeah, like you said. But their records ain't the best.
Yeah, that means
it's mean.
Yeah, great.
He's a mean guy.
But I've got Silva for this one.
Okay, fair enough.
Why are you just sitting on the fence, man?
I don't.
Is this a Q&A with Ronaldo Matthews or? Is
it
a podcast?
Well, it's neither.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm carrying this show tonight.
Yeah, you probably are, mate. It's been a late one for me. The wallets took a good couple of elbows and digs to pop out of my pocket. Right. Alessio.
I'll take it from here. Yeah, you said.
I'll take it from here, but I can't say his name. Right, Alessio di Chirico versus Oluwale.
Bamgbose.
Why are you jumping in when I'm trying to read it?
Alright, go.
Bamgbose.
Yeah. He's the one who fought Borrachino.
And got knocked out hard, yeah.
I'm going for him. I think...
See, I'm just looking at...
Don't look at records. The records don't mean shit.
Yeah, we're saying that. He's got a 100% KO record. Even though he's won 6, lost 3, his 6 he's won have all been KOs.
See, I've heard of the other guy, but I've not really seen him much of him. But, yeah.
Reach.
Bamgbose, whatever you call him. He's good friends with Perry.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think the other guy's a favourite, but everyone's going for him. But I'm going for him. Bamgbose, I'm going for.
I think the Italian's going to get it. 10-1 record. He's got the height, but the reach he's going to struggle on.
I'm sticking to what I know. Don't know the other guy. I'm going for the other guy. Bamgbose.
Well, I'm going to go against you because I can.
Oh, great.
So on to the next fight in the UFC Fight Pass and BT Sport 10 PM. Oh, that's an early one for us.
What?
Starts at 10 PM GMT. So the main event's 1 AM.
Oh.
Happy days.
I'm up.
Happy days. Yeah, I'll be up.
Alright.
It's Christmas.
Oh.
Right, John Makdessi versus Abel Trujillo.
Yeah. He's a...
Trujillo.
They're both been around, I think. They're both known. But
I think that Trujillo won his last fight, so yeah, I like the look of him.
He's fought some big names.
Yeah.
Click onto his thing. I think he's fought either Ferguson or Khabib. I'll tell you that now. Let's see if I'm right.
Please be wrong. Please be wrong.
I'll tell you now, 100%.
He's fought James Vick. He lost to.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going for the other guy.
He's beaten a lot of names, hasn't he?
George Rinaldi, Tony Sims, Gleason Taboo. He lost to Ferguson in the second round submission.
Nailed it.
And then he's won.
Oh.
And lost to Khabib as well in decision. Unanimous decision.
But that Ferguson fight, I'm sure he dropped Ferguson early on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard of Makdessi as well, so...
Oh, who did he get beat by?
I'll let you know in a second. He lost to Lando Venata in the last fight.
That's it. Head kick, I think.
And he's beat that Mehdi Baghdad. I know that's the one, that little Iranian. Yes, yeah, little Iranian. He's a nutter. He's lost to Medeiros, Cerrone. He literally fought Cerrone and then got Yancey.
Fucking 2 times.
Lost both of them. Beat the Mad Dog and then lost to Venato.
Mad Dog's not great though.
I'll tell you what, that could go either way now. Looking at who they fought against.
That don't mean shit.
I'll still go with Trujillo.
Trujillo.
Abel Trujillo, who I just said. Right, you're saying that Elliott's fight is off now?
Yeah, off. The other guy missed
weight by 5 pounds. Oh, okay.
And Elliott's moaning.
And that was an English guy as well.
He's a
13-0. Yeah.
But Elliott.
So they're down to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 fight card.
Why make it change the times though, will it?
Huh?
Don't change the times though.
No. I'm just saying it makes it 11 fight card. They're not going to replace it. They're not going to give him a new opponent because it's too short notice. Yeah.
But Elliott, imagine that you're a new opponent. They have to weight cut now. Got to get them weight now.
No, but some are almost ready to roll, aren't they?
It's rare though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're saying that he's kicked off about because obviously the money he spent on the camp.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
Yeah, no.
Show money. Well, yeah, because I'm trying to. It's a bit right, a bit no, a bit not.
Bit right, a bit no.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No. Oh yeah.
Anyway, he's moaning because he's only getting half his show money. He wants obviously all of it because he needs papers.
Oh yeah, well fucking hell. To be fair, you get the odd one that missed weight, and we've had it in a few recent weeks, but to miss weight by that much,
that's crazy.
It is.
Surely you know as well.
What was he doing? Was he round the corner at a Five Guys munching on a double bacon cheese and some fries and gone, oh shit, weigh-ins in a minute. I'll finish this. No, he's probably gone, I'll finish this off quick. And then he's like, oh wait there, get the coke down me. Right, go. It's like, you lunatic.
But yeah, he's supposed to be quite good. He's undefeated that time and people had him beat Elliott. Even though Elliott's a good fight, but yeah.
What?
Oh
shit!
Hawaii,
I didn't check my
Ariel said,
Ariel Hawaii.
Yeah, they said.
Shout out to the MMA Hour.
Yeah, they are rivals, but what?
Wait, I've got mate. He's saying again.
Well, I can't say anything right now.
I'm from Nepal. Has anyone been there? Country of mountains, Mount Everest. I haven't been to Nepal. I've been around Southeast Asia, so I've been Laos.
What about you?
We've turned into a travel channel.
Right, no, carry on.
No, I've done Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Malay, Japan, Singapore.
Thailand.
Yeah, I said Thailand. I haven't done Burma. I haven't done Nepal. I've done China. I haven't done Mongolia.
Would you like to go there?
I've got a friend who's been to Nepal. Said it's brilliant.
Oh.
Yeah, he said it's really good.
My mate's from Nepal in school, but.
Oh, what?
Lependra.
Lependra, yeah.
Not sure what his name on this, but Yeah, fucking.
Well, yeah, you don't watch anyway, so. But yeah, I've not done Mount Everest. That'd be crazy. I've been to their base height in Bolivia.
Mount Everest. At the top
Are you
of that,
nuts?
Oh fuck!
You know how many people die a year doing that?
But it's imagine you saying you've done it.
Yeah, of course.
I've been Mount Everest. Yeah.
Yeah, but I tell you now, I've done. I've been about 5,000 meters above sea level, and I struggled. How
high is that?
The base camp's only at about 6,000, and that's only base camp. Yeah, so you got to go. I think it's like 10,000 or something stupid. Honestly, the air up there is completely just gone. And the thing is, you got to watch. Yeah. There's loads. There's loads of things about crevices because they get snowed over. There's like holes that just snowed over, and you can just go straight down. You're gone, mate. Oh
shit.
But yeah.
That would be sick though, wouldn't it?
But yeah, obviously I had a really bad earthquake last year. I think so my mate had just got out before it happened, so that obviously was quite bad for them. But yeah, I've heard nothing but brilliant things about Nepal. So yeah, I'm surprised there's not a lot more Asian fighters coming out. So there you go. He's coming up with it. 8,848 metres, yeah, nice one. Yeah, that's how far up it is. That is high. I've been about 5,000 and I was sick as a pig. I literally got the fever. I literally, as I started declining, I started becoming better. I found the one thing I can't cope with is altitude. Altitude sickness I got badly. I was on the old coca leaf, mate.
I'm not even sure what that is, and don't do that again. Anyway, tell them to follow our Instagram and Twitter. I don't know what the name is.
Yeah, I'll do it all after the show.
Alright.
But before we turn,
give him a shout out. You should
I've already shouted out. It's the same guy.
What?
I was in Nepal on the earthquake, and then now in Sydney. Oh fucking hell, fair play. So yeah, but he's from Nepal, but he was there when they had the earthquake. So fucking hell, fair play. Right, Chad Laprise versus Galore Bofando. I've not heard of him, from the Congo. I've got Chad Laprise, so I think he's yeah, because I think he's quite.
I've heard of him, but looking at his face, I've never seen him. So it's one of them ones.
He beat Brian Camosi, and he lost to Pearson though, and he's lost to that Trinaldo.
Oh, he's alright. Trinaldo's not too bad.
And then he's he's had a belt.
No, he lost to Cannonier actually. Who?
No, he lost a belt fight against that Oliver Albin Mercier. You remember the choke, mate? I had him in the UFC game.
I bet you a tenner now. Oh, yeah, tough.
Yeah, of course.
All
but
right. So it's tough then.
Yeah, of course, it's tough. So yeah, I think he'll beat that because just because it isn't.
It seems he's got a bit more. What's the other guy's record?
5-2. I'm just going to look how many fights he's only had 2 fights. He's beaten Charlie Ward, and this is his round 1 knockout.
Charlie Ward. Ain't that McGregor? Oh no.
I don't know, but he's round 1 knockout. He won. No, he won it. He beat him. It's a round 1 knockout.
No, I thought it was McGregor's friend or some shit. But...
Oh Jesus!
What?
He's on the bike the day they had the earthquake. He's on a bike with his girlfriend on a date, and then he literally rocked her world. I shouldn't be doing jokes like that, but I can't help it. He literally was on the bike and he rocked her world on her first date.
Crazy.
Right, Julian Marquez versus Darren Stewart.
Darren Stewart, I've seen.
Did he fought on that card as well? That we went to or not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Was he English?
Yeah.
No, he fought in that 212 Aldo Holloway again, the first fight.
Yeah.
In Brazil, and he fought Bamgbose or something. Not Edson, but he fought Barboza or something like that.
Right.
And I thought he won. Or his disqualification.
No, he lost to Carl Robertson, and he lost to Francimir Barroso.
Yeah, that's the one I'm on about.
Yeah, that was UFC Fight Night.
What did he lose by?
Decision. He's lost submission last fight, round 1.
See, that fight...
That was a Manuel card.
Yeah, but that fight, I thought he was winning. I thought he was winning that fight.
That one?
Yeah, I thought he was winning.
Oh, he lost literally 29-28, 29-28, 29-28.
Yeah, I thought he won it. He's not he's got powerful now.
Okay.
But yeah, he's not got knocked out like Carl Robinson and that. I don't know what's happening with him.
Julian Marquez, the Cuban missile.
He's got a bit.
So, yeah. So, yeah. 6-1, 7-2. Very similar records. I I'll probably go down the experience on this with the old Darren Stewart and being English.
Well, again, I ain't really heard of the old guy.
Right, the last of the fights for the Fight Pass, BCT Sport and UFC Fight Pass.
Good fight.
Is Jared. Do you know how to say his second name? Cannonier.
I can barely say my own name, let alone.
Okay, versus Jan Blachowicz.
Jan, he's quite good. I used to like that. Not used to.
Well, he's 10-2 and 20-7, so he's a hell of a lot more fights, but his height, he's got height and reach and leg reach.
What's the first name of that guy?
Jared.
Jared, yeah. He
14 and 15.
I'm sure he lost to Glover.
Have I got? Is this a show about me going correct?
Can be.
Correct. Army ants. Correct.
You thought Glover.
I've got that Blachowicz. I know it's not how you say it, but I'm going to go with it.
Alright, if you're going with him now, he's. Oh, I can't.
They've got the other guy I think's favourite.
Yeah, but is that the guy who he watched against?
He's the guy.
Him, that Jan.
He's the guy. He's the one that won his last fight with that knockout against. I think it was Misha Serkinov.
No, that was
Delvin Clark. He beat. Lost to Patrick Cummins. Lost to Gustafsson.
He's the one we watched. He's Polish, isn't he? And we watched him on TV. He was decent. We said about him.
Yeah.
He's
round 2 submission.
So now it's him. I'm a bit.
October he fought.
He could win. Yeah.
He's beaten that Ilafir Latifi Ila Latifi, but he's lost to Emmanuel. I lost to Corey Anderson.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the other guy.
Jared.
I think it's a tough fight.
The Killer Gorilla.
But I'm going for the Killer Gorilla.
Right, moving into the main event now. You got Glover Teixeira versus Misha Serkinov, 3 versus 7. That is a good fight.
Again, tough. Then again.
But Teixeira's coming off a knockout from Manuel, isn't he? His most recent.
Coming off a win or
loss.
Yeah, no, he's never fought Manuel. No, he lost to Gustafsson, your fighter.
Oh, did he? Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Poor research.
What have I got to work with?
Poor research from me.
Poor research, poor knowledge.
Yeah, that's me.
Anyway.
Fabio Poor Knowledge Matthews.
Anyway.
Yeah.
He's getting on a bit now.
But Serkinov's last fight was Ozdemir.
Yeah. I see. This is the thing. I don't know whether his chin ain't great or Ozdemir is really that powerful. He did knock Manuel out like that.
Yeah, but his Manuel got a chin.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's one of those. I think Ozdemir is fucking. He's obviously got power. He's got something about him. So yeah. I don't know. It's a tough fight. That Misha.
I think. Do you want me to chip in, or are you going to say what you got to say?
I actually remember what you're saying. But Misha, his mentor is that Fedor, the heavyweight, one of the greatest ever heavyweights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying he was at Bellator. He's the next big thing. Went in against Ozdemir. Yeah, got knocked out early. Go.
I want to go more towards Glover's side, just because. Not even that. I think he's just come up against an exceptional fighter in Gustafsson.
And he went 3 rounds, tough rounds.
Gustafsson is the only fighter in that division that a lot will say beat Jones and Cormier. That he had such a good fight against both of them that people to this day still argue about it.
Yeah, you still want to see a rematch.
Yeah, of course. With either. They still go. You get half and half of people going, oh, he won, and he won that, but he didn't win. So I think Teixeira just come up against almost like a one-in-a-lifetime fighter. He's that good. Gustafsson is that good.
He's tough as fuck.
Yeah, he's tough as Swedish nails.
Great.
They probably don't even use nails. They probably use rivets. But anyway, I think he's gonna. I think he does Misha Serkinov.
Yeah, I'll put it.
I think it'll just stay on the feet as well. It'll just be an absolute brawl. I think it'll be a good fight, actually.
A bit about him, isn't he? Teixeira.
Yeah. He ain't number 3 for nothing, mate. He ain't number 3 for nothing.
Anyway, wait there.
And I'll take it. That's light heavy. Yeah, he's 3rd behind Gustafsson, Cormier, and Cormier's champion. So who's 1? Gustafsson. Who's 2 then? Ozdemir. Yeah.
So that's he's ahead of Manuel, Corey Anderson.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure he's beat Corey Anderson or something like that. Sorry.
John Jones and Daniel Cormier.
There you go. Our man says Glover can fight all day without tiring. Bang. There you go.
That? The same guy.
Yeah.
I can't see shit from here.
Santosh says My mic is really bad. No, he says Glover can fight all day, so a bit of knowledge there for you.
Yeah, like, if you let me speak, I was going to say, I'm sure Jones and Cormier both came out and said he's their toughest fight, both their toughest fights.
Who, Gustafsson?
Yeah, he said, Cormier said
that
guy
definitely.
He said he's left a bit in the octagon that night.
He beat that Jared Cornier that was on that card. Who's on the card?
Right, yeah, I knew that.
He's lost to Rumble. He's beat Evans, Cummins, Owen St. Preux. He lost that Phil Davis. He's at Bellator, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit.
And then he had the belt fight with Jones. And then before that, fucking hell, what a streak he went on.
Who?
Glover. He literally went on a.
Oh yeah, he was a killer, man.
He went. Oh, I shut it down. He went on a 2, 4, 6, 8 win streak before he got the belt shot. And in that 8 win streak, he beat Bader. He beat Rampage Jackson.
Bader's a Bellator champ now. Light heavyweight.
Oh, was he? Yeah, he went over, didn't he? And then he's beat Over St. Preux, Cummins, Evans. So the ones he's lost to are like Johnson and Gustafsson. Yeah, Johnson. His 2 most recent losses. I won money on that. So I didn't knock him out. But
great.
And it round 1, yeah. But
30 seconds.
Yeah, I think this is his comeback win.
I'll go now. I'll go Teixeira. I think he's got more about him as stand up, but ground game.
Oh.
Misha's a good wrestler.
I thought Perry was co-main. It's got Lamas on it.
Oh, it is, yeah, Lamas.
Oh, right. Oh, my bad.
Obviously not researching again.
Yeah, that's me. Right, then we're on to the second fight of the main card, which I can't wait to watch. Santiago, Ponzinibbio, Mike Perry, Platinum Perry.
Mike Perry's a fucking animal.
Oh, he is. Yeah, I know, but I just love his chat as well. He cracks me up.
But he's got
Listen to his freestyle rapping earlier.
He could be a superstar, man. He can fight. He's got the talk. He's tough. He's got the heart.
Did you know that he's 11 wins?
All knockout.
100% knockout, yeah.
I'm lugging you up.
He's down on height and he's down on reach, on leg and actual arm reach.
I've done it
significant strikes. He lands 0.7 more than Thingy, Santiago, and his accuracy is 7% higher. 7%. He's got a 45% accuracy of landing to Ponzinibbio's 38%, and he absorbs more punches a minute, Perry, which ain't a great stat.
No, he gets hit more.
And his defence is slightly lower. And then takedown and that he hasn't. Takedown defended, he's got a higher takedown defended percentage. He's 76 to Thingy 60.
Yeah, but Perry seems like he's one of them. If he needs to, he'll take one on chin to give 2 back.
Yeah. Mike Perry could be the next big thing in MMA. There you go.
Oh, he's
Santos. He knows what he's talking about.
But Perry, yeah, he's been training with Ronaldo Souza, as I said, in the summer. Jiu-jitsu. If his jiu-jitsu is half as good as Souza's, he's fucking deadly on the ground.
Who? Santiago? Perry.
With Perry.
Oh, with Ronaldo Souza.
What the fuck? Yeah, man. I know. You do this every time. I don't think they know what you're on about.
Yeah, they will. If they're MMA fans, they'll know De Souza and his little corner man.
It's like coach man, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Perry. I watched that Ponzinibbio. I've done research. I watched a few of his fights. Larkin when his last loss, and it seems like to me that's the only fight I've watched. But watched. But for me, it seems like he struggles fighting backwards. He seems a bit.
Yeah, you said this. And,
don't do well with leg kicks.
Don't check them. Takes them, eats them.
Yeah,
bit like Holloway.
Yeah.
Just eats the kicks. But you don't see... Does Perry throw that many leg kicks? All I tend to see is punches.
All I've seen is fucking deadly fucking
elbows and punches. And knees, yeah.
But to be fair, one thing I've got to say about Perry, his last fight, he went in there... Alright, he got a knockout, but he's a bit...
Ellenberger?
No, that Reyes. Knee.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, it was a bit reckless. I want to see him go in there, show a bit more slip. He said he's gonna win by knockout, slipping, coming back, getting a knockout.
What do you say to Mike Perry versus Kobe Covington?
Wow, that's a fight. I think Perry does him. Stand up, Covington ain't got too much. Stand up, I've let him down.
Both mouthy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The
great. The great touch.
That'll be a good fight. Everyone wants to see Till, but I want to leave that on a bit longer. Let it
simmer.
Rise, yeah.
Let it simmer on the old back burner.
I'd like to see Covington. Perry. I think Perry does him. I think the ground game.
I think welterweight at the minute has got a lot more...
Bring to a bit fire, innit?
Well, you got Lawler fighting, obviously the main fight, which we'll get onto, but there seems to be some really good matchups building quite low down all the way up to the top. And there's so many sort of rivalries starting to kick off now that it's like you could almost do you could almost do a whole card of welterweights alone, and it would just be mental.
You don't know welterweights for the rest of the year.
No, but I'm just saying there are that many good matchups. You know, you've got your Myers in there.
You put Covington against like someone who you obviously like.
Covington's got to be quite high up now as well because he's obviously. Oh Jesus!
Like but Covington, Perry, ground game. Covington's a better wrestler, but Perry, if he's learnt a lot from Souza, his jiu-jitsu's gonna be fucking on point. But then Perry's stand up for me is.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll want to take it to the ground anyway. He's gonna just want to punt.
Covington might want to take it down.
The thing is with Perry, he's very much one of them that wants to prove to everyone that if they're that good at like. Ponzinibbio's known for being a bit of a puncher.
Yeah,
so, like what we said about Shevchenko going against Penna, it was very much, she's going against submission. Thing. Yeah, if you can beat them at their game, you're going to come out of there like, shit, I did not see that happening. So if he can knock out Ponzinibbio, and we have looked, and you said he has been KO'd, where Perry hasn't. But he's been, but TKO'd. But I think Perry's going to want to do that to sort of go, right, now who's the hardest hitting 170. Yeah, but your welterweights, let me interrupt you quick, you got your Woodley champion, Thompson, Lawler, Covington, Dos Anjos, Maia, Masvidal, Till, Condit, Cerrone, Ponzinibbio, Usman, Magny, Nelson, Hyun Kim, and Medeiros. There's some wicked fighters in that list.
No one's looking at him, trust me.
How about, I'll tell you what, for a fight then. Shout out to the man on the background, my man. We've got Dan Hendo. Must be because it's background. No, it's background. So it'll be Hendo, the Hendo shirt.
We met him.
Nicest guy you'll ever meet. I tell you, he is an absolute legend.
He signed all that stuff. Fucking took pictures. Got on a lift.
Yeah, alright, nicest guy you'll ever meet. If ever you get the chance to meet him, absolutely.
Just don't take one on a chair.
I'll tell you what. Then, talking of different fights in that division. Yancey versus Mike Perry.
Oh shit! Even Oliveira, I don't know if he's in top 15.
No, he's not.
He looked good as well.
There are some absolute monsters. That's probably the most exciting division at the minute as well.
You know what I'd like to see as well? Masvidal against either Till or Perry.
You don't think? See, right? We'll go into it in a minute actually, because I don't want to jump the gun. Right, we've obviously spoken about Perry. We'll go to the next fight and then we'll get onto the main.
Wait, what do you think happens?
I fancy Perry for the knockout. I really do.
Wait, there, one more thing.
Go on.
That Ponzinibbio, I feel the way he is. The way he is, he's I respect him for what he done. He was in Argentina. He moved to Brazil to try and get better. Obviously,
you said about the story. It was good actually.
They didn't like him. Every time he went in training, the coaches were saying like kill him and all that.
Basically hurt him even though he's training.
The coach thought he was going to leave like after a few days or weeks or whatever. He's still there after the month, still fighting. They moved to America. Now he's in UFC.
Yeah.
Just a story.
A great story. It was a great story from what you found out.
The way I look at him and that, I think he's one of them that gets emotional if you trash talk him. If you like kind of like an Aldo. You know when you talk, you don't like it.
Get in your head. You've got to get in his head then. So mentality.
Like not... Reece with table tennis. Reece Daniels, shout out. Like you with table tennis, you crumble, man.
That's if he's watching.
No, he's not. He's a loser at Pizza Hut, isn't he?
Oh. Santosh is shouting out with Rumble versus Ngannou at heavyweight. Let's do it.
No, because Rumble said he might come back. He wants to come back as a heavyweight.
Oh, fair enough.
This guy. Come back next week. 2 weeks.
We're doing one next week. We just don't know what we're doing yet. But yeah, like he said, he's put up. There could be some great fights next year. It's getting better. Yeah, there's so many more. Because the heavy divisions were a bit light because of obviously Jones and all this the shit that's gone on.
But that's crazy.
But there could be some absolute monster fights, man. I just hope they spread it around the world a bit more.
Yeah.
So you can actually, it's not just. I know America's always going to be their core, but it'd be nice to.
Australia. That'd be sick. New Zealand. Imagine New Zealand.
I'll be straight over.
No, you won't.
No, because it's well expensive to get there. No, but I'd like to do a couple of cars next year abroad, not just in England.
I'd happily do one in London if there is one later on, but
March
you don't seem to get the fighters over here.
No, that's yeah.
But then again, Canada's snow, and then everyone fucking can't want to see
but Canada's one of the biggest, largest MMA fan base in the world. Right, co-main, Lamas, Emmett, which is obviously a late call-up.
Yeah, Lamas supposed for Aldo. That was obviously Aldo jumps in. Emmett's here from Team Alpha Male. I don't see anything apart from Lamas.
I don't see anything apart from a knockout and early. I really do see an early knockout, even though Josh Emmett's 12-1.
Yeah, his first loss was last fight or 2 fights ago against Bobby Green, I think. No, that's a lie. Something like that. I'm sure. I thought it was Bobby Green.
Let's check if it is a lie.
Would I lie? Bobby Green. Please be right.
Desmond Green.
Shit.
You were right. You were close. You were close.
Yeah,
he beat that Holtzman.
Holy moly.
He's only had 4 fights.
Anyway, that Green, he lost. What was it by? Decision, knockout? What was it?
He's obviously got a tank on him because every fight has gone
decision.
He's lost. He's won split unanimous, lost a split, and then won unanimous.
Yeah, but that don't mean a tank. That just means he's good for 2 rounds.
Well, fair enough.
Anyway,
but I think
I've shut you down right there. Let me.
Lamas KO'd matey hard last fight.
Jason Knight, you rocked him.
Lamas,
he's not a bad fight. I don't think he's on Holloway or.
Do you know who he beat before Jason Knight? Charles Oliveira, submission. Round 2.
Yeah.
Lost to Holloway in a decision.
Fucking hell.
Beat Sanchez.
Yeah, but Holloway, that's a 3-rounder.
And then the fight before that, he lost by knockout.
To?
Mendes.
Chad Mendes. I can't wait for him to come back. He brings a bit more.
What's he going to be, lightweight?
No, featherweight. Aldo, no.
We'll have to check when his band's up. He's beat Bermudez. Hakron Diaz, lost to Aldo for the belt, and then he's beat Swanson. He's lost to Alcantara. He's beat that James Krause that won the Ultimate Fighter.
Oh yeah,
that was back in 2009.
Oh fucking hell!
And that was under UFC.
It's been going.
Yeah. Okay. No. But that Krause obviously only won that thing.
Bit, yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, but he's already signed to UFC.
Yeah, I knew that.
He's the only fighter like ever or some shit.
Yeah, I don't see past Lamas with a knockout.
UFC. Yeah, I've got Lamas knockout.
Yeah, happy Christmas to you as well, and happy New Year and all that. Exited for New Year's fireworks in Sydney. Oh, fair play.
Birthday first though, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you got your birthday weekend next weekend, yeah. Right, main event. The fight we've all been waiting for. Robbie Ruthless Lawler versus RDA.
Rafael Dos Anjos.
See, I read something. No, was it you earlier, or did I read something
Probably
about
me.
change? No, but someone was changing it. No. I heard something, and they were saying they've changed their mind now, and they. Oh no, it's Perry. I heard Perry saying about Dos Anjos. He fancied him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Fair, when I first heard this fight, I went Lawler all day. He's a bigger man. He's got a chin. He can go. He can
3 inches taller, 4-inch reach, 1-inch leg reach. Go on.
He's got stamina. He can go. He's been fighting welterweight before, but I say that the way he looked against Cerrone, who before was a lightweight, he didn't look great for me. Oh yeah, Merry Christmas to that guy.
Yeah, no, I've already said that. Go on, keep talking.
And Cerrone, yeah, he didn't look great. I thought Cerrone won that, so did you. And RDA fucked Cerrone up a lightweight. Cerrone, yeah. So
I've read a thing where RDA says he's happier now at this weight because he can eat. Yeah. Previous to that, he said all he could think about was food, and he struggled, and he didn't ever felt good in any fight camp. Yeah, and he said now he almost can eat what he wants, and he hasn't got to cut so much, and he still has to cut, but he said it's bearable, and he feels a lot happier at this weight. He has looked good. He has looked good against Safradine.
Yeah, I didn't like him at welterweight because I thought.
Our older brother absolutely hates him. But so
he don't know what he's talking about, does he? But I say this now, Lawler is there. He's up, kind of like Perry. He goes in and he fights. Like he's there for a brawl. He's just there for a street fight, innit? Dos Anjos has got a bit more technique about him, I believe, but he's got better ground game. I say Lawler's hard to take to the ground, and Dos Anjos, Let's see how I can do it.
65% takedown accuracy. Takes down defended. 69%.
It's not too bad.
But I've also looked at or heard. I didn't look at. I heard. I lied. I heard. Dos Anjos shouldn't be worried about takedowns because his ground game is as good as Lawler's. Better, yeah. And basically, they're saying that he could potentially start to unload leg kicks and not have to worry.
Yeah, but if he does take him down, that's where he'd have to do the takedown. He saved himself energy. He's on the ground.
Yeah.
For me, it's another Ortega Swanson. Lawler's probably a bit more standard. He can take more than that. But then his boxing, Freddie Roach, he's improved. But his ground game is better for me.
Trust me, guys. RDA is gonna die. Robbie is coming for Woodley.
No.
To be fair, it's one of them fights. They're both got great advantages and both got a few disadvantages. Whoever turns up on the night, is well like that. That fight is a flip of a coin.
Yeah, but for me,
whoever turns up on the night can win that.
Yeah, but Lawler for me, I respect him because he's like 3 of his fights are like classed as one of the greatest ever. Like, if there's a greatest list of greatest fights, he's 3 of his fights in. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's the first time I see him was at McDonald's.
Was all crazy.
There was just blood pouring off his face.
Like, McGregor, wasn't it? But look at me, my brain's just working tonight, man.
The good thing is, like, as an MMA fan, it's these fights you want to watch because you can sit here, discuss it all night and come up with stats and come up with different ways of how they could win and how they could lose and this. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing is...
make him wait.
There you go, he's right. No, he's right. He's even said, look, if Robbie shows up, it's done.
He is a big man, he's got a chin.
Yeah, exactly. And you look how easy Alvarez destroyed RDA for the belt. I know that was a lightweight, so it's a different weight, but...
Dos Anjos with some juice, wasn't he?
Yeah, he loves a bit of juice. That's why Luke don't like him.
Anyway, he was a killer.
Because he calls... he said he had muscles on muscles.
Fucking killer, man.
Like Belfort and a few of the other boys. But, I think it's such a good fight and the same with the Perry fight. Again, whoever turns up wins the fight and deservedly so. Because
I think Perry's got a chin.
Yes, because we've seen it live and it was hell of a chin.
I think he has a better chin than the other guy, but for me, they're both powerful. Could be the first land.
It's a great card, and for us, it's a lot earlier than normal, so we'll actually be going to bed about 3 or 4 in the morning, not 6, 7 in the morning.
After the fights now, I sit there and I just think...
buzzing.
Yeah, I just sit there like, what could happen next? I can't sleep.
Start matchmaking. Start matchmaking. We got Santos just shouted out, Rose Namajunas, he's in love with that lady. Jesus Christ. It's one cool head. The beat down on Joanna. She is a beast. Namajunas, I think...
You wanted Joanna to lose also.
Yeah, I've wanted Joanna to lose since she fought Gadella because I just don't like the way she carries herself. But, Gadella, I love Gadella. She's going to be up there as one of my favourite strawweights. Yeah, I did. When she dropped... You see Joanna didn't have much of a chin when Gadella come in on the second fight and caught her with that little short left.
Carolina dropped her.
Yeah, and Carolina, she's... But, Namajunas, for me...
She's young though, isn't she? She's young.
She trains with Shevchenko, like you said.
That's why she's pretty improved so much. Her stand-up must be a killer. Training with Shevchenko. Fucking hell.
But, I think Namajunas could hopefully...
she's going to be a future superstar.
No, but I'm on about she could probably hold that belt for a little while now. I don't see Joanna coming... I'll tell you now, Joanna, if she gets the rematch, goes in a hell of a lot more nervous than before. Because the shit she spoke to her... Yeah, but the shit she spoke to her when she started like doing that in her face... Yeah, it's like, I'm surprised Rose didn't knock her out there and then.
But that's what I'm saying. Everyone else gets fired up and they go for it. She just stood there, her face was gone, that's it, blanked out. Didn't take none of it. That's why for me it was getting in the head. But like McGregor, UFC are worried about because McGregor's left and that, but she's gonna be a star. She, like people saying, they said from the start of her career she could be the next Rousey. and she's champ now.
Yeah.
Could she break the record?
Yeah. Well, yeah. She's
that's
decent.
A fight, though, isn't it?
That's decent. Yeah. There's
she's
some.
A shark.
Yeah, I like that. She's a shark on the mats.
Oh man.
Yeah. Right, let's get our the bets up for the weekend. I don't know if mine's gonna be holy smokes. I don't know if mine's gonna be. Try and cover the whoop. Yeah, I don't know if my bet's gonna be right because of that pull out. I don't know if he's on there, but we'll whip it up now anyway.
Haircut's looking fresh.
Do you want to whack that button for me quick? Right. I've gone for a fourfold. Oh, Nick Diaz.
Oh, he needs to come back.
Yeah, you're a big fan of Nick Diaz.
He needs to come back.
Yeah, I do. I like to see both. I like to see Nate come back as well.
You know when he said Woodley was going to fight GSP? Oh, they were going to get a burp in my face, man. How rude.
Sorry, yeah.
Anyway, I just called you up on that. But Nick Diaz, I said, when GSP got the fight with Bisping, I said Nick Diaz should have had the fight with Woodley for the belt. Even though he don't deserve it and all that, but he's beat the last two, number 1 and number 2 and number 3.
Right.
Robbie.
Yeah.
Thompson, so give him a super fight.
Yeah. Okay, well, on to the bets. And on my fourfold, I've gone for Chad Laprise win. I've gone for Jan Blachowicz decision win. I've gone a bit more specific this week to the last week, so I was a bit unsure. I've gone for a Lamas KO win and a Perry KO win. 10 big notes gets you £419 and £39. £409 and 39p. Ronaldo's hat-trick bet is a Lamas win, a Perry win, and an RDA win. £10 gets you 64. That's his biggest win yet. Are you confident in that bet?
Lamas. The one for me, I think.
It's RDA.
Yeah, it's a tough fight. Depends how he turns up RDA, but Perry needs to turn up. Like, he always turns up.
Well, here you go. We'll throw this out there. Do you want to throw definitely do the first two, and then go with your own preference on that fight? If you fancy Robbie, go with Robbie.
Yeah, do whatever you want, but yeah, I'm free. I'm 50% right, so yeah, I'd probably listen to myself.
Okay, fair enough.
But wait there. I'm just saying, if I'm right.
Shit. Go on. If you're right.
You told me to press the button. If I'm right.
Yeah.
Didn't Mike Perry lose on the 16th of December last year on Favours card? So it might be a little. I'm not saying bad luck. I'm not superstitious or any of that bullshit. But
I'll have a look now.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So you're saying his last fight that he lost
was against Pickett.
When he lost to Alan Juban.
Yeah.
He lost to Juban.
Yeah, because it weren't Favours. That one Pickett wasn't the headline. It was Michelle Watson, Paige Van Zandt.
17th of December.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
But for us, it will be the 17th.
16th. You said 17 there.
No, because it's Sunday. It's Sunday morning, isn't it, for us? So it'll be 16 in America, but 17 for us.
Yeah, it's the 16th. I'm not saying that bullshit.
So it doesn't count then?
No. Don't worry about it. Eyes closed. How can you see it from the right? I can't see shit.
He's saying if he had a chance to go to America, he wouldn't return until he'd met the Diaz brothers.
Oh,
just go to a nightclub or a party.
Come see my brother. He looks at Diaz.
Oh yeah, Kirk. Yeah,
Nate Diaz is a fucking even Nick. They're just. Geez,
I ain't surprised, motherfuckers. Oh, I want to get that T-shirt. I do want to get that T-shirt.
Nate Diaz v Eddie Alvarez for the most violent,
Oh yeah, because they come out with that. Yeah.
What a fucking fight! Diaz does it for me. He's got the chin. He'll take all his shots.
Maybe next week we'll talk about just general super fights. Yeah, like fantasy matchups or something. Yeah, and we'll just go through different divisions.
It might not be as long though, but yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, we'll just do a fantasy. Yeah, right. We've decided next week we'll do fantasy matchups.
We were going to talk about welterweight, but should we do that next week then?
Welterweight? What do you mean?
You said we were going to talk about welterweight and see what fights we're doing. Should we do it next week?
Yeah, we'll just do fantasy. We'll go through a few and just say, obviously you got possibly Dillashaw and Demetrius. But we'll go through what we would like to see almost if we were matchmakers. And we'll get people that are watching to chip in with their sort of like we've had tonight. We'll get a few people to chip in with what their fights.
Probably only him, but hopefully him.
Well, it's a third person to the party. Let's bring back that screen.
Well, terms of follow us, I can't remember the name, but
yeah, well, we're on Twitter at Bros and Sports. We're on Instagram at Brothers Talk Sports, and obviously we're got
followed by Jason Knight. Just saying.
Yeah, Jason Knight's one of our followers.
I'm followed by Dillian White, Dan Hardy, Jason Knight. I've never even met him.
A few of the boxing boys.
Dan Hardy actually, but I didn't.
Hit that button for me.
Oh, I'm trying to do it. Wait there, let me do it.
I'll do it. Brilliant.
Hit it. Come on.
So yeah, we'll Nick v Conor at 170.
Oh, don't do this. Nick Diaz, Conor McGregor.
Yeah, look, we'll go into it more.
Got the trilogy first.
Yeah. We'll go into it more. Biggest fight in MMA ever.
Come back next week.
Thing is, with the trash talk from Diaz and that, yeah,
don't get me started.
I know, yeah. Right.
That's sick, man. Some sick fights.
I think we're
Harry McGregor. No, I'm joking.
Harry McGregor.
Harry Diaz, Nick Diaz. Even though it's a bit of a weird fight, they'll go for it though.
That'd be a great fight. Yeah, well,
Neil just came for that because oh my god.
Yeah, what we'll do next week. We're gonna do we'll do some fantasy sort of fights, just because there's no fight card next week, obviously. So we'll pick up some fantasy fights and see what people throw in, and and sort of discuss them and see how they might potentially have gone or might go if they ever do happen. But as for tonight, I think we're about done because it's getting on for us.
What's time for us now?
1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh shit.
Has
he said anything since? I can't see.
Yeah. He said biggest fight in MMA. He said about Nick and Conor. Shout out to all the ones that have tuned in and watched. Cheers for watching and supporting and chatting and joining in.
Yeah, shout out to that guy for actually.
Yeah, Santosh. Cheers for that, mate. We've enjoyed it.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, for our follow.
Our first real fan.
Yeah, we'll throw a follow back. And I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I hope you all look forward to the card like we are tomorrow, and obviously in anticipation for the big one at the end of the year.
See you in Perth.
See you in Perth card. Yeah, well, let's just see what happens from here till then, because anything can happen. Just want to reiterate, subscribe, follow, like, comment, Instagram, all the rest of it. Oh, he's still going with these fantasy fights.
What's he said?
Rampage Jackson and Bisbin.
Rampage is fighting Chael Sonnen, isn't he? Bellator.
Oh, is he?
Done a heavyweight tournament.
Oh, look! We've got to save some. We've got to save some material for next week. Otherwise, we have nothing to talk about. We'll go into this next week.
Oh, don't tell me you said
My man on the right, you're cool. Now, which one's that? Is that Ronaldo or me? Because
yeah, please do me.
We're looking. It could be different. It will be you.
Of course it will, man. Look at me rocking this jumper. Every jump a different.
See,
jumper.
it says my man on the right. Now I don't know how he's.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's going to be you, but that's alright. I can live with that.
1-0 Bulldog.
Yeah. But again, cheers everyone for watching, tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed it.
I think it's the haircut.
Oh, for fuck's sake, stop interrupting me. I'm trying to end the show.
Right.
We'll be back next week with fantasy fights. I'll put up a link. Not a link, I'll put up a poster thing for our next week's video, and then I'll just find some sort of picture to put fantasy fights. But again, cheers for everyone watching and tuning in. White jumper, yeah, there you go.
He's cool too, just not as cool as me.
I'll piss off.
Anyway.
Again, cheers for watching. I've said this about 5 times. He wants a white jumper like that sent as a gift down under.
I'll sign it, I'm joking.
Sign it. Well, that'll devalue it. He'll get that and go,
fuck that.
What the fuck's
What's
this?
Pen ink?
Yeah, I've got pen ink on it. Oh, whack that in the wash. I've got pen ink on it. The wanker sent me something. There's dirt on it. Again, for about the 8th time, cheers for watching. We'll see you all next week with fantasy picks. And a big shout out to Santosh for joining in. It's been fun. And come back next week with your fantasy.
Shout out to Mike Perry. Yes, bring the W. Anyway, I'm out.
Let's bring the W.
American, you know.
Yeah, it didn't work.
No.
Yeah, join in next week. Get your fancy picks in. Send them to us on Twitter and wherever, and we'll have a look at them and discuss them in more detail next week. Peace out.
Yay.